we've dealt with many of these statements. You know, we looked at previously. We looked at the different types of SQL statements, including the DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and TCL. So we looked at those, and we made mention of the fact that the ones you'll be using the most are actually the DMLs, okay, particularly select. And in some mode of classification, some people want to take select as its own type of SQL language, which is called DQL, data query language, but some would categorize it as DML. Well, whichever one. But we did mention that the select statement is the most commonly used statement in SQL. Okay, and of course, these other SQL statements we have treated one after the other, done insert, update, delete, select. Then for DDL, we have also done all of this, maybe except truncate. Okay, so only truncate I think we have not done here. Then I did say that grant and revoke are mostly used by system administrators. However, I'll show you how to use it as well. No problem with that. Okay. So today we are going to look at this transaction control language that's commit, rollback, and save point. But first of all, I would like us to look at this truncate. Yeah. We don't drop, right? We know how to use drop.
Yes.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can use
Drop
drop to
with
drop a
drop
table or
remove.
to drop a database. Okay, can you drop objects in SQL? Okay, that's to delete old objects. While delete is used to delete rows, maybe a single row in a table or one or more rows in a table. But drop can be used to delete or remove the entire table itself or the database or any other object. Okay. Truncate. What do we do with truncate? Now, truncate is classified as a DDL, but what it does is that it actually deletes all the rows in a table, just wipes them out, wipes out all the rows in the table. Okay, so that's what truncate does. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to Workbench. Okay, so let's see. Let me use that assignment. Let's see. Let me use this assignment table to illustrate this. Oh, just a minute. Let's see. Okay, let's just do it here under this. But I don't want us to mistake it with with transactions. So let me copy this out. Insert, create table footballers. Where is the database we are dealing with here? Let's copy this. Let's create a new query tab. We're going to call this truncate. All right, so now, what database do we use now? Let's create a new database. Create database. Super Eagles. Okay, create table footballers. Int name age. Okay. ID int name back at 20 or back at 45. Then age int. Okay, so let's just create this database, the table, and insert these values into it and describe it. Hope there's nothing here that is strange. Create table footballers. Error code. Table footballers 2 already exists. Okay. Why is giving me that problem? Let's say use Super Eagles. Use Super Eagles. Okay. So if I do use Super Eagles, any table I create, to place that table inside Super Eagles. Am I communicating?
Yeah.
Then let's insert this. Insert into footballer 2 the values that we're inserting. So we've inserted a number of values. So I want to check if those values are there. Tell me, how do I check?
Okay.
How do I check if those values?
Describe. You say describe footballers.
Okay, that will show me, that will just show me
To
this, that will just show me the structure. It will not show me
yes.
if the records, it will not show me if the records are there. So how do I get to see the
Okay.
record?
If the records are there,
Mm.
just say select.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Use a
Select,
select statement. Select star.
yeah, we have always been using select star. Okay, let's use a different method this time. We can also actually list what we want to select. Select ID, name, okay. Just list the number of the columns you want it to show you. Okay, assuming I just want to see just ID and name, I can say that from footballers 2. Okay. So that's another way of selecting. You can list the columns that you want to select. Okay. But if I want to show all of them, I can use star or just add the last item there. So at least we can see now that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows there, right?
Yes.
So now let's see how truncate. Let's truncate it. Truncate footballers 2. We see the tables are there. So if we truncate these guys that came in, I hope you guys can hear me. Jennifer, am I audible to you? And Charles.
Yes,
Jennifer.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening, Charlie. Welcome.
Fine. So how do I divide my screen like to be operating on my SQL and while using it while viewing the Zoom meeting using my laptop?
MySQL and what?
I want to uh, like go to my SQL, then I want to
just open my SQL now. As you open my SQL, can't you? Okay, you have to see what's okay. Okay, I get what you are
You
saying.
have to minimize one,
Just
but
adjust.
see.
Um,
Don't come out.
okay, because you want to be seeing what I'm doing as well, right?
Exactly. So we are doing
Okay,
then
but
operating my. Is it possible?
the best way is to use another device like a phone, but it's possible.
Okay.
You can just adjust the size of your screen. I don't know how convenient that will be for you anyway. You can adjust it like this. You see what I've done now. Okay, no, you can't see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Let me share the
I'm seeing
entire
what you're
screen.
doing.
Can you see it? Let me share the entire
Yeah.
screen so that you see what I'm doing. See, you can minimize like this. Okay. For example, just see what
Ah,
I'm doing now. You can minimize in this
okay,
case.
just drag.
Yes, in this case. Sorry. Okay. Meaning you
thus you can use your phone and
yeah.
use your
It's
computer to be doing the work. It's more
so much
convenient.
the information on the
Because my
screen
my phone is very low. That's why I'm
the
just
information is
looking
on the
for
screen
another
is
alternative.
this thing is sorry I guess okay. The information on this screen is quite much, so that will be a little bit.
Okay.
You cannot minimize it much. Okay, what other screen do you say? What and what and Zoom, eh?
My SQL. That's
And
all.
Zoom.
Yes, that's all. That's what I need.
Uh-huh. So for the Zoom, maybe you find a way to something like this.
It's not going to work. Let
Uh-huh.
me just use my phone so I
But
won't waste time. Let's just go on.
workbench takes a lot of space. Or you make it up and down.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know if your screen can take it. This thing is hanging. The best
Fun
thing,
now.
because of the nature of workbench, it takes a lot of space. That's just the issue. So just find a way to manage.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
It takes a lot of space. Even at this, it takes so much space. That would be difficult. Because it's workbench. If it were another program, you'd have been able to do it. Maybe like Excel and all that, you'll be able to easily do it.
Mm.
So anyway, let's go on. So where are we? We have we have already inserted 4 rows. So how does truncate work? Just enter truncate, then the name of the table. I didn't even hear from Jennifer just now.
What are
Jennifer,
we
are you there?
truncating?
Jennifer, can you hear me?
What are we truncating, sir?
So I will explain that.
All right.
Jennifer, you are not audible. Uh, I think she's saying something, but I can't hear. So we are truncating a table. So truncate means what truncate does is that it removes all the rows of a table. Okay? We talked about truncate before. Do you remember? Do you, rem
Yes.
do you remember, Charles?
I
Charles,
can't recall.
yeah, look at, do you remember
Lot of things on the head.
when we're talking about categories of SQL statement? Look at it. This is the slide that we use. I said under the DDL,
Yeah.
we have create, alter, rename, drop, and truncate. We have done all the others apart from truncate.
DDL. Ah. Okay. Create, drop, alter. Okay. We need. I have not. Okay. Please just explain it. Sorry.
You don't remember this?
Let me get.
Ah,
I
what
didn't. I
about this?
didn't document.
What about this? You remember this?
Which one?
DML. Can you see it on my screen?
DML. Yes. Yes. I can. Yes. Yes.
Or you
DML.
don't
Yeah.
remember
Sure.
DDL?
I remember DDL, but this truncate
Yeah,
and rename. Probably. I don't know.
we
Probably I
didn't
was
do
not.
yeah, that's what I'm saying now. We didn't do truncate. That's why we are doing it now. But
Okay. Okay.
we have
I,
treated all of this. Okay. So I
the
said trunk
rename.
what?
The rename is what? Okay, you're
Rename.
renaming
We use
a,
rename.
a
Even in the correction to the assignment the other time, we use the rename statement.
yeah, to rename a table.
A table, yeah. Okay. So now
Mm,
we just looked at truncate. I said truncate, what it does is,
mm,
delete. What do we do with delete? We use it to delete rows from a table, right?
yeah,
So with the
yeah.
delete statement, you
Mm.
can delete one or more rows from a table. But if you want to wipe out all the rows of the table at once, you can use truncate. Okay? Can use the truncate statement,
To wipe out the old table.
not the whole table.
Huh?
Not the whole
The
table.
what?
You
Sorry.
wipe out all the contents of the table. Did you get that?
Okay.
To delete all the
Yes, sir.
contents of the table at once. Okay? To delete everything, you can use truncate to achieve that. If you want to use delete, you say from delete from the name of the table. You do it like this. Without a where clause, this will delete all the rows of the table. But another way of doing that is by using truncate. So these are the rows. These are the contents of the table right now. So if I say truncate ubolas2 and I run it, so how do I check if it has done that? How do I check if those contents are still there? Select, right?
Yes.
See, they are gone. Okay. How did
But
you achieve?
they'll be left with the headings.
Yes, yes. These are just headings. No more data rows.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
the headings.
Yeah.
Okay.
The table is still there.
The table. Thank you. That shows that the table is still there. But if we had dropped the table, then the table would not have been there anymore.
Everything will be wiped out.
Yeah. Okay. So that's truncate. That's how the truncate statement works. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I hope that is abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's move on, please.
Charles, you are coming in again as I thought you were the one talking.
I'm going
That's
off
why
from
there's echo now. So exit one of the.
I'm trying to. Yes, that's what I want to do.
If not, it will
Sorry
be
about that.
no problem. If not, it will be echoing. All right. So let me introduce you to a new concept called transactions. Transactions. Transactions are very important. Transactions, are used to batch commands. That's to run a group of commands together as to run a number of SQL statements as a group. Okay? You run the whole thing as a group. So how do we implement transactions? To implement transaction, what do? You begin with the statement start transaction. Okay? And then usually you create what they call save points. Now, what's transaction about? Now, I said it's about running a set of statements together as a group. Okay? Now, when you run a transaction, then you have to be talking about save points, commits, and rollback. Okay? Now, to commit a transaction means to write the results of the transaction into the database. Okay, that's commit. Jennifer, what was happening?
Jennifer, what are you doing to our system? We've not heard your voice, so it's only your action. We are seeing your action. Are you spiritual?
Jennifer. Are you you are marking us good, not bad.
He's marking us good. She's
just imagine